G'day, everybody. How we going? I hope everybody's had a good week. Our condolences go out to Leo from Freo, who lost his father. And the week prior, a YouTuber type young fella had a heart attack and passed away, or coronary, whatever. So our condolences go out. G'day to everybody. G'day, Stubbsy. How's the injury? So our condolences go out. It's well, just a hole in the vein, mate. So yeah. So anyhow, that's what happens. You don't plan it, and shit happens. That's what's all about, doing a little bit of work, isn't it? Or doing stuff that you enjoy, actually. But yeah. Apart from that, I've had a pretty good week. Everything's been positive, except for I made a donation apparently to a charity that needed some timber. Must have been one night. Yeah, when I went to use it, it wasn't there. But anyhow, obviously they needed it more than I did. But I think the world's slowly turning back around the other way. Things are getting positive, which is a good thing. Something we needed, something that sparks everybody along. I don't agree with the businesses being threatened by the government with whatever to turn into COVID police and things like that. But what can we do? We either don't support our local businesses or whatever, because it's state and federal and all those kind of things, and they can't get it right between the two of them. So we're stuck in the middle, aren't we? But it's just one of those things. I think Stephen slipped out to make a cup of tea.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live, Stephen. We're live. We're live. We're live.
I put it on black and white, John. I can't fucking turn it off. Stop swearing.
Why would you want to be on black and white? It's not the minstrel show.
It had an option there, right? And I clicked on it, and it doesn't give you like an option to cancel it. It's just that I'm stuck in black and white.
You know why? Because when I turned my computer on, g'day George, long time.
Hi, George.
When I turned my computer, it said I went to do a couple of setting changes, and it says, "Oh, you need to update and go to Windows 11." I thought, hang on, go and get stuff. Don't piss with me, stuff. Especially when you're going to.
I've been using Windows 11 for months. It's fantastic.
Well, anyhow, mine's just told me that, and it's stuffing around with some of my settings and whatever.
No, it's all the same, John. When you put it, it's only the all your controls are right in the middle of the screen. It is better.
Okay.
It runs better.
But I haven't been the same since they got rid of what was it, 7 or something like that. No, it was another one.
That was it. 7 was good, and so was 8.
Yeah. George, I said the black and white minstrel show, not the menstrual show.
Yeah. What's happening in Thailand today? Festival day. What was the name of that festival? Not a lot. Long Festival.
Oh yeah, Long
Tao.
Tong, but
Long Tao, if you like.
yeah, well, anyhow, floating with thingos and chucking a few coins into the creeks and rivers, and the kids go and make a quid. But that's a good thing. That hasn't.
It's actually, it's a great festival, mate. I used to love doing that and going down. We used to go down to John Tim and do there. They all the families go down there. It's and they put they put that reef in the water to drive away all your bad thoughts and things, and for good luck.
Bad, because actually a lot of in Southeast Asia, they really believe in bad spirits and all that. The Philippines, for instance, actually got
Loikatongs all through Asia.
Yeah, but the Philippines have got things. If you're moving out of a house to another house, the last thing that goes out of the house you're in is the bed. And the same as if somebody dies in the house, what they've got they pass them out a window and then smash the window after they're out.
What? Say that again.
They pass the body out the window and then they smash the window.
As you do.
That's to get rid of the bad spirits and the bad stuff. And, like if you're sitting in a pub, with or sitting around with a whole heap of ties or whatever, and just, whatever. And if you point somewhere and, and in Thai kind of go, "Pee!" The whole thing about it is they'll all look around and shit themselves.
Yeah. Very, very superstitious, the Thais. That's why you got that little doll's house out the front.
Yeah. George, I don't know about that, Stubbsy. I suppose we'll see how it goes. But George, what are you doing? Living with bad thoughts? I'd rather live with bad habits than bad thoughts.
G'day, Craig. How you going? Craig, g'day.
Yeah, Craig's there. Go. G'day, mate. How you doing?
No worries. Oh, so not much happening in Thailand except for the festival.
Well,
apparently John Tiem was packed.
Yeah, that Andy Stubbs, you're right. The Chiang Mai Lantern Festival, but they ended up stopping that because some of the nipper huts and some of the not so great buildings, they'd come down on them and burn them to the ground. And the same with the rock. Remember the Rocket Festival they used to have up there?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and that was brilliant. But they stopped that because I remember one year there, one of the rockets, the tower they made, it collapsed and sent the rocket straight into somebody's ute and burned it. G'day, Dallo. How you doing, mate?
Was it Graham Breyer? Graham Breyer used to do it. He used to go and film it, and that it was a good movie, a little movie he made actually. Yeah, it was nice. About the rockets. When I was in Chiang Mai, Andy, I seen that the Lantern Festival. It was great. But they stopped that because a couple of them were going down in dry fields and starting fires.
Yeah. G'day, Jürgen.
Years ago on a far off land.
That was
Jürgen.
That was a very big tourist thing for Chiang Mai. Very, very big. And same with the Rocket Festival.
It's about right, go Offie. But anyway, they enjoy themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think they made the move to, instead of the polystyrene, going back to the traditional, cut the banana plant off and nails. No, well, they rust away anyway. But the plastics and all that are a big problem in Southeast Asia. because you can't you can't not get it because everything's. It's like that Twin Peaks movie. It's dead. It's wrapped in plastic.
One second. I'll see if I can get a picture of one without giving out too much.
A creton. A creton.
Yeah. Yes. I'll get one that was sent to me. This is actually handmade, this one.
Yep.
Where is it? I don't want to give away too much, John. Download. Go to downloads. 1 second. Now this is a handmade one. Shit, gotta watch that. All right, where are we? You there? Where are you? See, it didn't take long. There you go. That's a handmade one, right? Yeah. And what they do is they put some candles and stuff. Yeah, that's up north actually, where you're talking about before. And they float that out and they light a few candles around it, and away goes your nasty thoughts.
Because like I say, that's the more traditional with the banana.
Yeah, that's not made in China. Yeah.
Because a lot of the other ones, is polystyrene, but that's 100% organic. G'day, Dom. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dom.
Hey, Dom.
Put the link up.
Dom, we gotta get together before Christmas. We'll get Dowlow down there and Stubbsy, and we'll get together.
Anybody want to call JG and Go Hoppy? You want to come on? I'll call you.
JG, it's not getting warm here. I'm still waiting for this global warming, mate. It was a good day today. It was a very good day today.
Okay. It was okay.
I was just plodding along on my little project, and
I got my official orders today, Johnny. Come back to Thailand. You can get on the plane now. Go and book your ticket. I got the official warning. Yep.
Well, we've got the house project, but and bits and pieces we're just plodding along with.
Good to be good when you finish.
Over here, Dowlow, was I come home and I was kind of dragging my knuckles on the ground a little bit. But g'day, Buick.
G'day, Buick.
The thing about it was, I just go and plod along and do a little bit and plod along, do a little bit. I don't have to break any records, but there's stuff that I'm getting done that builders want fancy figures for that I can get done for a third of the price or less. Help. It helps when you know people too. That's got a lot to do with it. But so it's not like I'm not 20 anymore. So, and I can tell you that. Even my body tells me that every day. I wish I was.
Well, I think my next house will be a little unit, I think. This block I'm on now, mate's fucking huge.
Yeah, that mowing lawns and all that stuff. The
gardener does that.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Oh, you want to see the size of the nature strip? Jesus friggin' Christ! Got to be half an acre.
I'd let it grow up and cut, rake it, and bale it and sell it off to the farmers.
I think this is just over a quarter of an acre here.
Well, that's not a bad size block.
Yeah, it's a big house too.
Actually, Stephen needs a granny flat. Yep, you're right, Stubbsy.
Yeah. Got to find myself a granny first, Andy. Though.
I tell you what, Dallo, they wanted $4,000 to put a driveway in. I got a bloke to do it and cost me $2 million, and it's a better job. Stuff like that. So on groundworks, that part of it, I'm getting into it, getting that shit organised and fences and all that. And after that, I'm just going to sit back in a chair and have a couple of beers and watch them like a hawk.
Who's the
You stole one of my advertisers there.
I just noticed it. Jesus, I just changed it. Anybody want to come on for a chat? No.
The pig in the gumboots. I reckon that's a beauty.
Yeah.
Caravan, yeah. Then he can be the one. Well, he's got the black and white going, Andy, so he could do the wandering minstrels.
Jesus, Andy, caravans are more expensive than houses over here. Jesus, bloody ridiculous.
I tell you what. The one thing about it is, go, g'day,
There
mate. How you doing?
There you go. How you going?
Hey, yeah.
What's happening, mate?
Not much.
What's happening in the land of smiles?
Nothing. Just take this down. Make it look a little bit more respectable.
What are you doing?
Taking down my laundry.
All right.
Well, hang on. You just opened the curtain up. You can see all the rest of the laundry.
Oh,
the gesture was there. The gesture was there, but so, that's okay.
Last night, with Niall and Warren.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Niall wanted to make a video to say, like, it's not all doom and gloom in Thailand. There are places that you can go illegally, and you can go to bars that are illegally opened, and you can have a illegal good time. Keyword there. There's a keyword there, but yeah, there's some areas in Bangkok, Soi 7. There's like hundreds of Farang, out drinking.
Yeah. How was Susie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all went to Susie's first. Susie's now got a SHA, like is it like health and safety? Is it health and safety or what is it? Some kind of license, the SHA license, which means she's allowed to sell alcohol until 9 p.m. with the current rules.
Right.
Well, that's good.
Because she's got a restaurant license.
Is she still doing the barbecues?
We went there yesterday. It wasn't a barbecue, but she's got, I think it's one of our customers. I think it's like maybe like a German guy. He made like all these homemade German sausages, and then she was selling them.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good quality. Sometimes it's difficult in Thailand to get like a quality sausage. Like if my girlfriend goes to the market and she buys a 5 baht hot dog. 10 baht, sorry, 10 baht. 10 baht quality.
You don't eat that shit, do you?
No, my girlfriend
That's
likes
the biggest thing I missed in Thailand was friggin' normal sausages. You couldn't buy them.
you
get things and
so good.
Yeah, you can't get them, John, but you pay a friggin' arm and a leg for them.
Well, what do you think I used to make my own? Yeah, but the whole part about it is, what it costs you to make something. Are you going to be able to sell it and make a little bit of money? Not a lot. You don't have to make 100% on your product, but it'd be good to. But the whole thing about it is stuff's you can only sell it to the people that buy it, Yeah, Buick, I'm just
Have
to
a look
go
at his
off
first
topic for a
comment.
minute.
Have a look
I'm
at his
actually
first comment. Have a look at this one.
Yeah, I did. I did. I'm going to do a stream on Johnny Siam channel tomorrow night, and it's going to be talking about a few different countries, not Thailand, but and I'm going to get on to the consulates, or not the embassies, if I should be able to tomorrow, and get the rundown off them and ask them a few questions. Yeah. All the countries that gave them all COVID and all the rest of it, it's welcome. Come on down. But the people that have done all the right thing, it's all about the money. It's all about the money and the politics. Yes, the disease is real. Yes, that's all fine. But it's all about the politics. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
Philippines
I
is
believe the Thai government, John, is going to ban all prostitution. All the bars will be closed, and they're going to have bus tours of sexy bus tours. So you get on a bus, go around and do your thing, and the bus takes you back. Do you know anything about that go-go hopping? That'll work a treat, won't it?
We know about delivered hot dogs. We know about limo services. We know there's places that will actually give you a wash and a shower and a bit of pampering. But I didn't think there was any prostitution in any of those countries myself.
No, there's not, mate. There's not.
Nah, I've not seen any.
I haven't seen any at all. A lot of liars over there, isn't there?
They've even had. It's even been investigated, and the police have come back, and why would we doubt the constabulary?
Yeah, they launched like a group of like 50 police officers to walk down a particular street, like Soy 6 or Walking Street, but they don't find anything.
No, that's fair enough.
At that time. So
yeah. Then next week they had a hunt for. They reckon there was rice in Thailand. That's just bullshit. No rice in Thailand. Jesus. What do you say?
On that note, there was do you remember? I think you talked about it like a couple of weeks ago. That Thai OnlyFans girl, Kia Noi or something. Her name. I said it wrong. I said it wrong, but something like that. Something Noi, right? She took a petition to the government like 3 days ago with like a few other people to legalize. No, I don't think it was prostitution. It was pornography or adult.
Oh yeah, content. They said they wanted to ban all pornography too in Thailand. You're not allowed to watch it.
Well, that's been like that predominantly through Southeast Asia.
Thailand per head was had the most people watching porn. Did you know that? It was a thing on a car. I'll see if I can find it. It was hilarious.
Oh well, what were you going to say? On a current affair, who was having the affair?
Oh. Yeah. So all the bars are open. Go.
Not all the bars. Bars are still technically not allowed to open with the what's the word, with the COVID restrictions are not allowed to open. However, some are open.
Well, that's good.
Nah. Sorry, the girl's name. The girl's name. She was an OnlyFans girl, and she got arrested for making adult content. Her name was Nong Ki Now. So I said it a little bit wrong. I'm still saying it wrong. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Kai Now.
Nong.
Yeah, I'm still saying it wrong.
I know what Nong.
I don't know what Nong. I don't know what that means.
Ning Nong.
If you search for her, maybe you'll find some interesting articles or pictures.
We'll look
Non
it up.
canon.
All right.
Non canon.
Yeah, she got in trouble.
I
She got in
cannot.
trouble for she tried trying to make a living. She got in trouble trying to earn some money to feed herself, and during lockdown. How dare she?
Good. Yeah.
Um,
What about all the girls that we had to leave Pattaya? They'd be living off love now, wouldn't they?
I hear that a lot of the like a lot of the girls, but they left Pattaya, they left Bangkok, they went back home, and then there was rumors like that things were going to open back up again. So quite a few of them I saw on Facebook. A lot of them were writing on Facebook. They're all coming back to Pattaya. Is anyone going to Pattaya? They want to share like accommodation and whatnot, right? Does anyone have a room in Pattaya? But then Pattaya immediately, the government said, "Oh, we're not opening up until mid-January." Blah blah blah. A lot of them have all went to Phuket now because Phuket's got the sandbox, right? And I think the bars are allowed to open in Phuket. So a lot of the apparently Phuket is jumping, like just like wall to wall, you know.
Yeah. So many. It's okay. You're in Thailand now, and you think, oh, la la la. But the people that I run into, like around on the live streams, they can't wait to get back there. So once it's all open, it's going to open the floodgates. There's going to be people hanging out at bars everywhere, and they better be prepared for it.
Yeah.
well, the whole thing is it's not only bars. There's a lot of people going back to see family, friends, girlfriends, wives, whatever. And this whole thing is,
Quite a lot of people will be rushing back to see the temples as well. Yeah.
Dale, you'll definitely go be getting the bloody a yell out for the housewarming party, mate. No problem there.
I'll have to see if I can borrow my car when I go back.
Oh, you never know, Stephen. It might be in the panel shop.
Be surprised.
The current operator has a problem with distance and braking.
Problem with her fucking phone.
Oh yes. Telephones and cars don't mix very well.
I made it. I didn't make her do anything, but I got her to put the speaker on. Just put it up in your sun visor, and you can hear it perfectly, and they can hear you. People don't know that. You don't have to hold the fucking thing.
No. G'day, Niall. How you doing, buddy?
G'day, Niall. How you going, mate?
Niall went out yesterday, like I said, to make a video about it's not all doom and gloom in Thailand, and he made a video, but it's quite X-rated. I think half the videos are blurred.
All right.
Okay. But you know, like,
it might be better uploading it to like one of these adult websites instead of YouTube.
You know, people go to different countries for different reasons. Some go for golf, some go to see churches and temples and the wonders of nature and to meet people. Yeah, come on. Some go to the bar scenes and different things like that, and some just go because it's somewhere different and they get more bang for their buck.
Yeah, more bang for their buck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't wait to get back. I have to go and see my mate Warren.
Was is a good bloke.
Fuck, I'll give him shit.
Yeah, but the trouble is, Stephen, you start off with the idea of giving him shit, and you're the one that ends up copping it.
No, I don't, mate. No, I don't. Believe me.
I remember that stream, and you'd had a couple of beers. He said, "I'll just borrow your phone, and we'll do a live stream." It was your internet he was using because he'd run out of credit. That was YouTube, buddy. That was like the real Laurel and Hardy of YouTube. Then.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good stream that night. Jesus Christ! I walked in. I said, "Don't put that camera on me, Warren." So what does he do? Follows me everywhere with the camera.
Actually, no, it wasn't Laurel and Hardy. It was more like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, me and him used to. Oh, we used to get pissed as farts. Never mind.
Oh, well, that's not hard with Warren.
Yeah.
Only takes him a couple of beers and he's buggered.
So what's this one of Warren's? That's like a towel, is it?
Like a tongue.
Yesterday, Loy Krathong. It was Friday. It was Loy Krathong.
Sorry, the towel's for Lung Katong's Thai, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Dom. I still remember it because that was I think I broke ribs laughing at it, Dom. G'day, Dave. How you doing, mate?
Good Lord. Oh, g'day, Johnny. How you going? There you go. There he is. What's he up to? Come on, move it on. Is this the one you're talking about?
No, it's no, it's a 50. The one from yesterday is like a 17-minute video.
Oh, let's grab it.
It's really, really dangerous for YouTube. So
well, that looks it.
All right.
That looks interesting. It looks very interesting. People getting out and about.
Stephen, you may as well just load up like Pornhub. That's how bad his video is.
Okay.
It's really,
well, we'll do.
It scarred me, It scarred my.
Watched it a few times, did you? How's your take?
Hey, Stephen.
Oh, look, that's pretty full. Look at that. What?
Hey, Stephen, can you remember that photo I sent you yesterday? Can you put that up on screen? From, on your phone. That wasn't me leg, Mark. And welcome, Mark. And Darren, yes, welcome, Darren.
A bit of a crowd there.
It wasn't me leg, Mark. It was my arm, as in there.
There you go. Made in China. Look at that. Made in China. What? Made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good. Oh, it's a great thing when you go to these festivals. Thais love it. Do you go out to it?
I think the village ones are better, like because it's the get the meaning, or the meaning's still the same, but and that's cultural. It's something that let's hope that it doesn't disappear with everything else that's disappearing in the. Yeah, good on you, Mark.
There you go.
Oh, what's this? A quick dip in the pool?
How come it's got no candles on it? Yeah, the candles.
Well, not all. It might have been one of those poverty pack models. It didn't come like cars. Some of those cars don't come with indicators or headlights.
Oh yeah, this is a vicious rumor. Interesting. Getting a bit shaky there, Niall.
I think he must have had a couple of cough medicines or something like that.
Who's that?
What's that? Spinach? What?
Oh. I know.
That menu say rabbit.
Who's that guy? I know him from somewhere.
Yeah, I've seen him before, but he doesn't look impressed because he looked at the menu and said, "That's bloody shit. I'm not eating that crap."
He's not a fan of rabbit fizz. What the hell is rabbit fizz?
What?
White rabbit fizz.
Oh, I don't know. Probably furry thing or something.
I think they've missed a
White
U there.
rabbit.
Jay, sorry. Jason.
That's
I
not
don't
a
know.
good sign. That's not a good sign. No price. Oh, yeah, it's got prices. It's got prices.
I tell you what, go white rabbit fizz. That gives me some very bad thinking.
Yeah. I think that should be a J. Maybe they've spelled it wrong. So they're a J or a U. One of the two. One is better than
That's
the
it. That's it, Niall. Half of it's not available now, and the remaining half is only on different days to what you ordered it.
You near the water there, Noel. You should go up the back, mate. It's nice and cheap.
Something caught my eye
I used
there.
I used to drink off the Shangirls. They were, where they do the boxing, Thai boxing. Just downstairs, usually the Shangirls hanging around there. I used to sit there and get myself off my face. Normal prices. Yeah.
Yes,
it's expensive along the water there.
And it was all for research for the channel, wasn't it?
It was all for research. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I took Mel there one time and she got fucking blind, John. I had to carry her to the fucking taxi.
You're looking good, Niall.
Yeah, looks like an expert. Yeah. What's he saying? Speak up, boy.
He's saying 2:30. Go to the 33.
To be sure, it was 33.
Yeah, well, that's it.
One thing about Niall, he'll be giggling because he don't mind us taking the piss out of him.
Are you sure?
He does it to us, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he does good videos, no?
No, he is.
Hang on, I'll just sub.
I usually watch a few. But I've been a little bit busy and whatever. But the whole part about it is always give me a bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
And realistically, for people to put out content in Thailand, because it's had the guts flogged out of for friggin' years with vloggers and all the rest of it. But one day's different to the next.
There's so many vloggers.
Oh, you'll be there for a while, and I'll be able to catch up. We have a few drinky poos with you. I'll teach you how to drink.
Nell was saying that video, the X-rated video that I was talking about, doesn't come out until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, well definitely.
You'll have to catch it.
He's probably tested it for flagging.
Yeah.
No. It's on the go hopping website, not YouTube.
No, it's not. It's on YouTube, but it won't be on YouTube for long. It's gonna come out at 9 a.m. and then his channel's gonna be deleted at 9:01. So you have to catch it fast.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I watched it. It's not for YouTube. I don't know why he's putting it on YouTube. I watched it. It's definitely should be uploaded to somewhere else. I don't know what he's thinking.
Well, you can put the hashtag art under it.
Yeah, he's blurred a lot of it, but I don't think if you blur it, I don't think that makes a difference, right?
As long as you can't see it. As long as you can't see the good bits.
Like hang on. You ever been to the museum? I remember when I was a young bloke, there were some of those paintings I used to spend a lot of time studying. And that's called art. Yeah. Maybe that's a whole new horizon or whatever to talk about maybe one day when we get bored and cynical. Hang on. We are now. We've been locked up for that long. Freedom.
I'm just looking on the whole side.
Sorry. I make broken.
All pixelated, is it, Noel?
What's the good at watching it? It hasn't got any, warm and fuzzy bits in it.
So did you run into Warren yesterday?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
my
no.
mic went wonky there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was me, Niall, Warren, and I think there's other guys as well. I don't know if you know any of them, and then we all went to Susie's, and then we're there for like an hour or 2 hours, and then they all went to Soy 7, and now I'm a little bit OCD or whatever it is, and I didn't go with them because I don't want to be one of these guys who like does the thing, breaks the law basically, right? I don't want to be breaking the law like
Yeah,
Niall.
fair enough, man.
Niall's trying to break the law as much as possible. I
Good stuff, mate.
I went to Patpong instead because they've got
Yeah,
a
stand your
restaurant
ground.
license.
No, well, you went there to go buy some stuff. Is the market still on?
Nah, I went. There's a go-go
I don't know.
bar there,
Yeah.
but
What was
they've
there a
got a
ping?
restaurant license. So
Yeah.
Was there a ping pong championship on?
no, it was barbecue. So I went to a barbecue.
Oh, hot ribs,
Yeah.
dirty.
I got some German sausage.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not an innuendo, by the way.
Right.
And then all these other rule breakers and law breakers, they went to Soy 7. Yeah,
led by
Not
Warren.
good. Did you ring the police on them?
I should have.
You should have
Maybe
ring the police on them.
next time I
Disgusting.
can do that.
Make a video and exposing them.
Yes.
Yeah, Warren, leader of lost sheep.
Oh,
He's
geez,
like,
we
he's
used to have
like a
laugh out of
shepherd.
Warren.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah.
There's,
Warren's good value.
Here he is. He's funny as fuck when he's drunk.
Sausage, g'day, mate.
Did you see? There's it's not a new law, but I think they changed it. If you see like a motorbike taxi driver, or sorry, not if you see a motorbike or like a moped driving on the sidewalk and you take a picture of like their license plate, you can grass them up. You can turn them into the police and you can get like a reward. I think it used to be 10,000 baht, but last week there was a new announcement. It's now 20,000 baht.
Oh, great!
And I mean, I went outside for like 5 minutes on Friday, and like 7, 10, 15 motorbike drove past me on the sidewalk. You know, if I had I still feel awkward, but if I took my camera out, that's like 3 million baht or something stupid.
You know, the noisy motorbikes, mate. Shit, it's only when school gets out in the village, it's like, who's got the noisiest motorbike? And they're just going, they're dying. They're just going somewhere to happen. But yeah, I used to hate it. I used to clothesline the bastards. They'd be driving up the body. I just put my arm out and just clothesline them. They'd fuck them. That's what the road. They paid registration, driving the road. If it's not good enough or you don't run over people, fuck off.
Oh, look at that! The Constitutional Court says no to same-sex marriage. Ooh, Thailand Constitutional Court. Yeah, no.
Well,
no same-sex marriage.
They've been throwing that around for a long time.
I'll wait for Warren's video to come out.
But the whole thing about it is you know, we started off with Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not saying throughout history there hasn't been some dabbling going on, but our laws are around a few different things, and as much as a government can say stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean that people's attitude is going to change just because drop kick in a friggin' suit and a tie kind of tells you it is going. Because if you believed everything they said, well, how stuffed would the planet be now?
Yeah,
Greta running it.
They're working on their 2022 tourist promotions. You good?
I've been reading a lot of news headlines recently, and they said that I can't remember what it was. Was it Phuket or was it Koh Lan? They were expecting to have like 500,000 tourists. They only had like 52. So this is these preparing all their tourist numbers and whatnot. It's not even 1%.
Well, you know what the biggest hurdle is getting over there? I don't know if you know because you're there. Is you've got to get permission to go for a start, right? No, not for a start. You have to book your ticket on your plane. You have to book your hotel. Then you apply for your visa. Now, for some reason, they knock back your visa. You've lost your airline ticket, right? Not your hotel. You can cancel that. But don't they get it? You know, give them the permission to go first, then they can book their tickets. That's what's the big hold up is. That's why people are having an arm whether to do it or not. So,
yeah.
Dowlow, I thought it already was, but that's an exclusive country, because as we know, Australia is different countries, and Tasmania is a country all of its own. You know. Hang on, I've got to get onto this one with Mark. I've been doing shit, Mark. I haven't been catching up with a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Why did you buy one? Rent one?
Dowlow, can I be best man at your wedding, mate? She's coming over here. What's your wife saying all about that?
I haven't talked to you for a while, Mark, because I've been a bit busy, bloody doing shit and knocking myself around and fucking, anyway. But the whole part about it is, I'll have to talk to you. Is that?
Boy.
Yeah. Rayon? Okay.
Mark's in Rayong, yeah, right now.
Yeah. Rayong's a nice spot.
I went to the beach there.
Yeah.
It's much nicer than Pattaya, which is just around the corner.
Got some wonderful restaurants there. You get a really good value for money seafood. Geez, they're nice.
Oh, Bang Chang. Yeah. Okay, mate. I like that stretch. You come out and you're heading back towards the refinery and shit like that, down along that bit of beach along there, which has got the tsunami thingos and all the rest of it. There's some wonderful little restaurants.
The best in Thailand.
And fresh. You say, I want that fish, or
catch it for you.
It's in the tank, and no, not that prawn. I want that bastard, and it's absolutely brilliant. And on Australian standards, it's cheap as chips. Yeah, and the thing is, virtually in Thailand, a large bottle of beer is the price of a can here.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but I can remember it when it was, half the price of that again. But anyhow, and hopefully everything will come back to all that then. G'day, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Everybody's saying on Facebook and stuff that they think that good afternoon, that Thailand or Bangkok or Pattaya, whatever it is gone forever. It'll never be the same again. But
no.
It's never been the same since day one. It's always changing year after year. If you think about 2000, it's different from now. If you think about 1990, it's different from 2000. If you think 1980, it's different from 1990. It's always evolving, It's because there's just so much different influences, and it's always changing, right? So of course that's not going to be the same as it was 5 years ago, but it's going to be the same in some regards, but obviously different. It's always changing. You still have something for some people.
I think it'll come back bigger and better myself, but it's my opinion.
What's happening with
Because
this
they've learned how much money they've lost, and then how valuable the tourists are to Thailand. I think.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Thai
they'll,
people
well,
are
there's,
gonna learn
there's that
anything.
much construction. There's that much construction going on down in Pattaya. You walk around new areas now, such as Tree Town, pulling down a lot of the beer bars, but they're building new complexes in and around Tree Town. New bars are going up. Old bars are being refurbished. There's going to be a lot of money spent on Walking Street, for example. Soy 7. All I don't know. Every city evolves and changes, and yes, this last 2 years has knocked the shit out of an awful lot of places, including Pattaya, including Melbourne, including our lives back in Australia and our home countries. But things will evolve and move on.
It will. You're right. You're 100% right, Mark.
G'day, Sachi's
Yeah,
time. Go. Yeah, no, that's not you. You're him. But,
government
telling the truth. Yeah, he's there. Sorry. Go on, John. Go on.
Foreigner telling the truth. G'day, mate. How you doing? What's going on, Jeff?
G'day, Mark. How you going, mate?
Good, Steve. But away from the the hustle and bustle of Pattaya. So I hang around here in Rayong, and just up the road from me is Malimpum Beach, which is a military controlled area. Man, I can get plastered there every night of the week. And just between us, I do. So there you go.
So what are they doing to Walking Street, Mark? Have you been there and looked at it?
So I have. It's been probably a week or so since I've taken a drive down. So they've had a big fire in there. One of the big Indian nightclubs burnt down. So the last time I had a sticky beak, and it's also on YouTube as well. Don't have to take my word for it.
Well, they'd definitely be insured, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Well, excavators in there ripping the guts out of it. But they put it's looking a lot different. A lot of I'd say majority of the overhead power lines are now underground. They're getting rid of all that fiber optic and telecommunications cable. It looks a mess because the sidewalk, the road is a hodgepodge of colours and asphalt and manholes. But I watch Phil from La Pub, and he seems to have his finger on the pulse. He goes to every town meeting, and he's got nothing but positive things to say. Will it be different to the Walking Street that I first saw, which wasn't all that long ago? So I'm no expert on it. You'd have to have a talk to some of your other mongers on this channel to find out. Hang on. I'm not pointing the finger. I'm not pointing the finger.
That's a bit rough.
You'll have to go to another channel to get the mongers.
What you want to? I think it'd be better off worded. Experienced travellers.
All right.
All right. Well,
obviously you failed the course in PR, didn't you?
Yeah. I was sick that day.
Yeah. But you still got the tick and flick, didn't you? Yeah, that's right.
That's what happened in Pattaya stays in Pattaya.
I worked in government. You know how it goes, Johnny. I
do.
But I see a lot of other areas, up and coming areas, such as Tree Town. So and plenty of other Soy Diana, Soy Bakau or Baku. I mean, they are all ready to rock and roll. I mean, they're refurbishing bars, they're refurbishing everything in and around those areas. So
a lot of it was to remove the stigma that had been around there since the Korean War, to make it more user friendly for visitors in general. And all right, move the knuckleheads out to a certain extent, because they bring money in too, but the 2 week millionaire. But to open it up for more free trade and to have a better option.
That nightclub that got burned down, they opened a new one in Dubai like a week after.
So they So they had the insurance and everything covered, did they?
Well, they
Not
reckon
sure.
insurance in Thailand.
Were the
is a bit of a hit
bulldozers
and miss.
before the fire or after it? Were they ready there, the bulldozers?
They were parked in the alleyway behind it.
It's just a coincidence.
Yeah, that's like the old days of the Greek fish and chip shop that wasn't going so well.
So down here, Hua Hin or Hu Hin, whatever side of the track that you're born on as to how you pronounce it, but Hua Hin, areas like Hua Hin and Pattaya, two big tourist areas that are not open, such as Samui and Phuket and Bangkok. The government here is saying that they'll reassess the situation as of, I think it was the 15th or 16th of January next year.
All right.
But but it's a reassessment. There's no guarantee that the bars will open. But apparently, I read online. I've been out running around like a blue ass fly all day today. But they said that there may be another decision made on the 26th of this month. So looking at my
Christmas.
21st today. So another 5 or 6 days. They're saying there may be maybe have a look at it. But see, the thing is, the Prime Minister has come out and said, no, I said the 15th or 16th of January. And we all know what Thais are like. You cannot lose face. But anyway, all that, they had something like 400 or 500 bar owners in the Pattaya area all sign a petition. And, I'm not here to debate petitions. They can work, they can't work, I don't know. But they all went to the Central Hall last week, and they were all going again. They were going to have another petition today, I think, for another 400 or 500 bar owners. So, and I mean, governments, whether they listen or whether they don't listen, not here to debate that. But I think they're making some noises here, and I do feel for them. But what they're doing in Pattaya is a lot of them are going to change to become restaurants. But unlike Bangkok, where in a Bangkok restaurant you can serve alcohol, apparently here in Pattaya, you're not allowed to serve alcohol in a restaurant. But as I said, you come 30 minutes my way. You come Ban Chang, you come Rayong, you come Mulampum Beach. I've been having, without saying,
they don't. They don't ask you.
They don't ask. Right?
That's right. They don't ask you if you want Sprite or a glass of water. They virtually go, bring your beer straight up.
Even here in the middle of Rayong, there's some beautiful seafood restaurants, as I think Stephen mentioned before. And they say, what would you like to drink? And I'll say it. And what I've had to do is pay up front, and it comes in a like a thermos, which is good because it keeps it cold. But you go to the military controlled areas in and around here, and Johnny knows where I'm talking about. And they don't care because there is no such thing as police. They're military controlled areas. So, and they don't give rats patoot.
Jallo.
No, I come for the temples.
Jeff, you're right.
I come for the temples.
I come for the golf.
I thought
you went for the golf.
Yeah, I come for the.
You went for the golf the first time.
I go for the window shopping.
Ah,
I come for the wooden elephants. So
I come for the more bang for my buck.
Yeah.
That's it, Go. That's it. Everybody, look, regardless of the whole thing, Jeff. Yeah, you're right. All the businesses that have got the foreign input into them have copped it fair up the clacker, and it's not going to change real bloody quick. There was something I watched the other day. People tried to start opening up because they've been told you're closed. Well, they're still paying rent. They're still doing the whole. They said, "Well, stuff it. If we're going to go out, we'll go out with a bang." And then the coppers come down from Bangkok to shut them down. The local coppers said, "Go for it."
Well, apparently every
bullshit.
Every bar license is due to be paid, I think, at the end of this month or the end of the year. So you're talking either 2 weeks or 6 weeks until all their licenses have to be paid again. And here in Thailand, it's you need a license to serve alcohol, you need a license to own a bar, you need a license to serve food, you need a license to put a chair on the front stoop, you need a license if you want to have a roof over your head, you need a license if you want to take the roof off. Oh Christ. You think that there's government control and local councils back in Australia are up your ass. Well, you have a talk to a few of the bar owners here. I think we've got it pretty lucky sometimes.
You forgot you need a license. You need a license to have a license.
Exactly.
The Philippines for a business and stuff like that. You've got 30 bastards with their hand out, giving you a bit of friggin' paper that you virtually wipe your ass on.
They hit me with 5,000 baht because I had English in my sign on my restaurant.
Of course. And the reason they did that, Stephen, is you misspelt the words, which you're famous for.
I think I missed my point when I went on my earlier rant. So these places in Hua Hin and Pattaya, right, they'll convert to restaurants. So they've got to have a kitchen before they can become a restaurant. But it's unlike Bangkok where Go-Go is. You still can't have a beer. They won't allow you to serve alcohol, apparently, at this stage, even if you converted your establishment to a restaurant from a bar.
If you have a restaurant, you're still not allowed to sell alcohol. But if you have a restaurant that has, I don't know if it's SHA or SHA, like a license, then you are allowed to serve alcohol until 9 p.m. But as Niall will tell you, there's a lot of bars that are
fucking Thais don't wake up till 9 p.m, don't they?
Leo from Freo, how you going?
Leo from Freo.
The one thing about it, if you want to beer, the mum and pup shops have always they got shitloads of it.
Look, I had two today with lunch, mate. So
that's right.
Bottles or cans? Bottles, Mark.
Yeah. I learned a valuable lesson.
All right. Give us a look at your guts. It's getting bigger.
That's why you're not going to see me because I'm laying here in the nude.
What'd you say, Fatso? Believe me, Mark. Very, very easy to put weight on there.
Well, he's lost weight, Stephen. He's lost weight, but he's not doing his Cleo impression from Young and Jackson's. He's not doing the Cleo impression in the name of art only.
I walked into my local the other day, and I said, "Oh, look, you better give me something light because I'm going to be here all day." So he gave me San Miguel Light, and anyway, so I'm happily drinking.
San Miguel Light's not fucking light.
Yeah, so I found out. So I'm thinking there, after about 6 or 7 hours, and literally that long, without bullshit, in 6 or 7 hours, I hop in the car and I go, Christ almighty, this car's all over the road. It needs a wheel alignment. And I was talking to a mutual friend over in Hua Hin. He says, San Miguel is only just light in carbs, not light in alcohol. I'm going, oh, well, then really is. Being pissed is mind over matter.
It's about a 5 point whatever bloody beer, isn't it? Yeah. Jeff, I did a little bit of research in it, and the alcohol bans and stuff like that is stopping people, supposedly to stop people congregating.
Yeah. You know what? On that, Johnny, right? Over the last 2 weekends, we've had music festivals on Pattaya Beach and Jomtien Beach. This weekend, we've got the jet ski festival. Next weekend, for 2 nights, Friday and Saturday night, we've got the fireworks display, right?
I hear, Mark. How many people turned up to the festival? It was only 50 or so, right?
Yeah.
Only 50 people turned up.
50 in a square metre. Go. 50 in a square metre. Yeah.
Did you see the pictures, Stephen? Did you see the pictures at all? Or
which ones, mate?
The Pattaya Music Festival. Did you see the pictures, Johnny?
Oh, I've seen a few of them.
It looked like I don't know, a million do you like the 300, the movie 300, where there was like the million Persians all trying to fit into this like little ravine to kill the Spartans? It was like there's so many people
on the beach, yeah. When the
on
boats
the
were
beach
coming in and they were on the beach, yeah.
for the music festival. There's so many. There's like, was it free or not? Is that why there's so many people?
Yeah, no, it was free. So yeah,
Yeah.
you might.
So
you have to-
everybody in Pattaya went to the beach.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And it's the same with the jet skis this weekend, and it's the same with the fireworks next weekend. So, apparently the local governor for the Chonburi province, or the local mayor of Pattaya, for the month of November has got something like 14 huge events on, 14 or 15 huge events on just for the 1 month. And then they turn around and say, well, you can't serve alcohol. So, all these bar owners on Jomtien Beach, on Beach Road in Jomtien last weekend, all these little bars can't serve alcohol. They look across Beach Road and the place is jam-packed like sardines in a can, full of punters, and they go, and we can't serve alcohol on this side of the street because of social distancing laws and all the rest of it. And you look across the street with 4.5 billion people crammed into for the music festival. It's just ridiculous.
And people walking in between them with little eskies on tow selling friggin' beer.
Well, if you can get them from
And so 7-Eleven was selling beer. Yeah,
yeah, that's right. And you can drink them on the beach. You can drink them on the beach. So how ridiculous? How ridiculous?
No, it's governments. It's governments just gone. The original idea is all right. Having a beer with your mates and all that is a social gathering, and if we ban alcohol, we'll stop the social gatherings. But it's all bullshit when you got festivals and all the rest going on. Well, if they're going to get COVID, they may as well get it pissed while they're at it. What the hell? And I don't blame all the businesses if they just set fire to them and told the government to go and F themselves, took their money out and pissed off out of the country.
So
not that they give a shit anyway.
Dowlo's asked me a question. Mark, are the Thai COVID rules affecting your Thai life? No. The only thing that pisses me off is it's 33 degrees, 31 degrees, and I've got to wear a mask outside. And I refuse to wear one in the car when I'm with my missus, right? I absolutely point blank refuse to.
That's law. There's two in the car. There's two in the car. You've got that law.
Yeah, but we've got that, like a typical Thai car. You can't see out of it. It's like fucking black polythene bloody PVC all over the windows, including the windscreens. You can't see in, you can't see out. Yep. But no, it doesn't affect my life. And I'm able to go to a bar here in my area, which is Rayong province, and I can have as many beers as I want. But yeah, would I like to catch up and have a legal beer with friends in Pattaya or Jomtien? Absolutely. But even the places that I frequent over there, if I'm prepared to go to the back of the bar and not sit down and do people watching, I'm able to partake in a stronger type of water than what would than normal. So so does it affect me? No, apart from walking around in 30-degree heat with a bloody, as Andy Stubbs eloquently put it, a face nappy on. So
face nappy.
But I had to put up with that in Melbourne too. But but anyway, short
we
answer.
Have freedom.
No,
mate.
not really. Not really.
We have freedom. You don't have to wear a mask here unless you go into an enclosed area where there's other people.
Yeah. Well, they're talking maybe early next year here in Thailand. So I don't know.
I'm sick of everybody fucking talking. It's about time they did something and stop bloody, doing playbacks of their own voice. Oh, did I sound really good on that one? Did I sound very authoritarian? Whatever, because it's bullshit. The COVID thing is real. I believe that. But the politics behind it is absolute bullshit worldwide.
I agree.
Anybody want to come on for a check? There's the link. How's that, eh?
I'm going to go to the little boys' room, Stephen.
All right.
And everybody, I'll be back in a moment.
Yep. He's going to have a smoke.
So you're planning, Stevens? Did I? Because
Yeah.
I came in. I obviously came in
sure,
late. Are you planning on heading this way? If you're going to catch up with Niall in Thailand in
No, shit. Yeah.
April, May, June, somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Got me car over there.
Mm-mm-mm.
House and whatever.
Where's the keys for it?
No, Mrs. got them.
I was going to say I'll go and charge the battery for you.
Oh, yeah, no, she's keeping it healthy. Yep.
I'm going to buy myself a new set of wheels.
What are you thinking about?
It's going to be a big bike.
You get a little car. You're on the bottom of the food chain. Correct, Go Hoppy?
Well, we've got a Toyota Vios, or what we call in Australia a Corolla here. But but I want to get myself a big Honda Twin, which is a big 1000cc Honda bike.
Yeah.
So.
G'day, Jeff. How you going, mate?
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Steve. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, before I left there, I was going to get one of those Rangers. Because I wasn't planning on
the
leaving.
Ford Ranger. Yeah.
So I got in the bus. It was the 3.2 litre diesel. And I put my fucking foot down, and in the thing, and the four wheels friggin' smoked. Take that back.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I mean, I think the most popular one over here in that type of truck is the Isuzu, and then I think closely followed by the Ranger, because I think they're both locally made here. But I know I know the Hilux is. I've always been a Toyota man, but I like the Hilux, but I think they're a little bit more expensive than the Isuzu, which has got the D-Max engine in them, or the what was the other one I said? Oh, the Ranger. Which they're all good looking trucks. They're all good looking trucks.
The Fortuner was the most popular one over there when I was there, like 4 or 5 years ago. But it's no longer. The Ranger took over from that, and I don't know what they're most popular over there now. But you got to have your car though. You got to have a good car though over there. It's a status. What do they call it?
A status symbol.
Status symbol. That's the word.
Yeah. Not for me. I couldn't give a rat's ass. But like you buy. I think I was talking to Dowlow, because Dowlow's got he's got the Everest, I think. So the new Ford Everest. Jesus. So that was the equivalent of that over here is an Everest as well. But it was funny that I saw them side by side, a new Ford Ranger and a new Ford Everest, and the new Ford Ranger was 1 million baht, where the Ford Everest. I can't remember, Dowlow. What did I say? 1.5 million or 2 million? I can't remember.
Oh, they're coming in about 2 million. Then they've got the 3.6 or something like that.
But
Jesus,
I mean,
3.6, mate. Jesus, you'll be able to put your foot down and you dig yourself a friggin' hole.
Yeah, mate. You need cubic inches. I mean, my last Toyota had was a twin turbo V8, mate. You can't substitute cubic inch. No substitute for it.
Yeah.
Jeez, mate, look at the price of a Land Cruiser and a bloody Prado. I mean, 160, 170,000 bucks. I mean, shit. Who wants to spend that on a vehicle?
True. I like the second-hand. Jeff, I like the second-hand market, mate. Does me.
Yeah, true. But, that's a lot of money for a bloody car.
It's very insulting in Thailand. You go, I'll go buy a new, because we all say go and buy a new car, whether it's second-hand or what. They don't look at it that way. You have to buy new.
Yeah, we just bought a new Hyundai Kona, 28 grand. Knocked the guy down from 32.5 to 28. Thought I was smart. It's a nice little car.
When you're in Thailand, you go to these sort of slummy things around back streets and whatever, probably same Philippines, and they've all got new cars. And there's this shit. There's houses on an angle and shit, and fucking Christ.
Look, when
car status over there, Jesus.
My earlier company cars before I got my ass in a Toyota Camry, they were all Hiluxes, and I've had a company car since 1990s and early 1990s, and they were real trucks, and that's why when I had the opportunity to get out of a Hilux and into a Camry, I took it. But Dowlow's just funny that the Everest was built in Thailand. Well, I've driven now, because the new cars that I had before I left work in Australia, they were all Hiluxes as well. And I tell you, it was hard. You were hard pressed to tell the difference what you were driving in, whether it was a Camry or a Hilux, because they're much more like a car nowadays. And I mean, I had a 2017 200 series Land Cruiser, and I had to up the suspension on. I spent another $35,000 on that, doing the suspension, because it rode too much like a bloody car. So I don't mind driving around saving myself $1 million baht, and I'll buy a truck here, what they call a truck, what we call a ute, right? Because they are basically like cars nowadays.
Yeah, I had the Land Cruiser, mate, but they were bastards at like roundabouts. You're very hard to go around a roundabout with, and so I got put the Emu suspension on. Geez, they handled much better.
I just went straight over the. I had a 2.5-inch high lift kit on mine. I used to go straight over the top of roundabouts, not around them. Just climb up over the top, mate. So.
Yes, there was a bloody nice. It was a Prado. It was a Prado.
Prado.
Yeah.
Baby brother to the Cruiser. Baby brother to the Cruiser.
Yeah, that got car of the year, that one.
They're basically almost the same running gear as they were identical running gear to Hiluxes, and that someone once told me, I think identical running gear to 78, 79 series cruisers as well, but not. They don't call them that.
I think they call them Fortuners over there, don't they?
The wagon is a Fortuner. The Hiluxes are a Vigos or something.
Vios.
No, not Vios. It's got a G on it. Vigros.
Oh, it must be new.
But
stuff.
You can still see Hilux plastered on the back of them, but then it's got Vigos on them or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
And do they have the same motors in them as what we've got? Because I mean, what I noticed, I don't know about, they have just little motors in them over in Asia, don't they?
3.2 litre, 3.4.
The cars you're getting here are from Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the
mate of mine just before I left Australia, he bought a brand new top of the range Hilux, paid like 70 grand or 80 grand for it, for a bloody Hilux. That when we pulled it apart and had a bit of a sticky beak at it, everything's made in Thailand.
Yeah. So, really?
Yeah.
Well, all the Ford Rangers come from Thailand. And probably the Hiluxes. I don't know about the Camrys and that. I don't know if they're made here. But
you see a few of them, but not many. There's a lot more Mercedes-Benz running around than Camrys.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the probably is. Maybe it's a little bit like Australia too, Dowlow, where we did. I mean, my Land Cruiser was primary producer registered because I had it registered on my property up in Harkaway, which is in the hills above Berwick. So I had primary producer reg on that. I don't know how the hell I asked that. But I did learn an interesting fact. They got two different colour number plates here. It depends on how many actual doors that you've got on your car. So if you've got a 2-door car or a suicide door on your car, you get a different colour number plate to if you're driving a sedan or a 4-door ute. So there you go. So maybe there is a different registration cost involved in what colour number plate you've got.
Who's making utes with suicide doors these days? I thought that went out years ago.
Hiluxes, they're Duramax. They're all doing. They're very, very popular here, Jeff. Very, very popular here, Jeff.
They are, Jeff.
Hey, you don't see them in Australia, do you?
King cabs. We would call them king cabs, but here they've got the little suicide. And there I am doing.
Okay. Wow.
Arm movement.
Now, with the cars in Thailand, they load them up with airbags, like 14, 15, 20 airbags in them. There's only 3 in Thailand. They were kicking up a fuss about it because they didn't worry about their own people, but they all the cars went overseas where it was loaded with airbags. So that's the difference in them. You'll see the ones from Thailand haven't got as many airbags.
Oh, okay.
The one thing about what Mark was saying there, Holden with their multiple fingers in the manufacturing pile. Yeah, there was the King Cab Utes here, which had the suicide doors, Jeff. I don't know if you remember them.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but you know they run in and out of favour. But Southeast Asia, because you're not supposed to carry anybody in the back of the ute, and you're not supposed to do this, but you go up country and, if it's moving, as many people that can get into it and on it, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember when I was a kid, about 5 or 6. It's the way back as far as I can remember. In the very early 60s, we had I'm not sure what it was. I think it was an American car. It was a big, huge mother. And it had suicide doors on it. And I can remember opening them and the wind catching it, nearly ripping your arm off,
You don't have to be up country either, Johnny. You can be downtown Rayong or in Pattaya, and there's plenty of.
I know that, mate. It's the same in friggin' Bangers, But up country, there's virtually people riding on the roof rack.
I want to run a book about how many people that you can actually squeeze on a Honda Wave motorcycle too. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
The funniest thing I've seen in the back. Hey, Jeff, the funniest thing I've seen in a ute in Thailand was a monkey. Right? He loved the wind. No, he loved the wind coming in his face. He started masturbating. I'm not kidding. I was laughing his guts out. Then he got those little squirt of water. I don't know if it was water or not. We just got to wipe it off.
What was
he doing about 140? He's real excited about it.
What was blowing on his face that made him masturbate? That made him masturbate?
The wind. He loved it. He was, mate, it was
you
so
sure
funny.
It was the wind? I don't know.
Hello. You sure it was a monkey?
Yeah. I reckon.
I hope so.
I reckon Jojo Hopping might have a video in there somewhere.
Mate, I love the loads on the utes, and the multi-cabs and the little wee Japanese vans that they have in the Philippines. They will load them up with shit that's you got this little wee 3-cylinder multi-cab that flat out's doing 40k, in third gear. And they've got like 50 ton of bloody bamboo strips on it, and it's all hanging 20 feet out the back.
Hey, Jeff, what's the price of cars like in the Philippines? Is it expensive?
Well, it's all these little Japanese imported vans. I think they're really low geared 3-cylinder. I mean, you're driving along at 40k in fourth gear. You chop it down to second to go around a corner, and the damn thing nearly comes to a stop. Because once you let the clutch out, it's so low gear that damn near bloody stop. Oh, mate, they're fucking horrible.
The price of cars in Thailand's probably double to here.
Oh, I've got to.
Yeah, and the price of them is ridiculous, Steve. It's absolutely insane what you pay for these piss
with the Thais, they've got to have new cars. Don't worry about the house. It's got to be a new car. Oh yeah, that's what do you call it?
Well, they've got. Don't forget, they've got the 1,000 down, a few thousand a month drive away.
Well, Japan dumps all its recycled shit there, and so does Singapore. You get a lot of stuff coming out of Singapore because once it's 100, I think in Singapore it's either 100,000 Ks or 3 years, whichever comes first. It's either got to be scrapped or sold for scrap. Yeah. You can't use it again in Singapore. No. They dump a lot of that shit in the Philippines, but the vehicles in the Philippines are really tiny. They call them multi-cabs.
Oh, okay.
And they're just tinny little things. And the motor is so low geared and so low powered that some of them have got air conditioning in them. You turn the air conditioner on, and the damn thing just straight away overheats. The motor can't handle. You're turning the air conditioner on. I mean, they're insane little pieces of shit. I hate driving in the Philippines. I just hate it. There's nothing over there. I mean, my son had a bloody what do you call those things? Mitsubishi Lancer, whatever.
Oh, that's flash ass.
The shit box, but in the Philippines, it'd be a friggin' racing car. The cars over there.
I remember, Jeff, that what really opened my eyes in. I was sitting in a little place which I used to enjoy on a main street in General Santos City, having an ale, and I saw a tricycle, a motorbike and sidecar, and it was open-ended, and they had a sign on it saying shop fitters and whatever. And here's a bloke standing up, holding on to an 8-foot panel of glass
That's them.
on a sidecar.
Yeah.
Running down the road, and I thought, you got to be joking.
Yeah. The loads that they take on these little wee pissant little things is freaking unbelievable. I've seen.
Actually, Stephen, that's him. That's them.
Yeah.
And the pathetic little bloody. They're a glorified wheelbarrow of a motor in them.
I don't really see a lot of them in Thailand like that. You don't see a lot of them. I mean, they are there, but.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised to hear you guys talking about Ford Rangers and Toyota Hiluxes in Thailand because, I didn't expect that. I've never been there.
Thailand's got its own oil fields. That's why their petrol's not as expensive as elsewhere. I think that's right. I think.
World parity.
Yeah.
World parity prices hit. So, and as we know, the geology's got their finger in that.
31 baht a litre for 95 and 11 baht for LPG. So
what about diesel? What about solo? Solo.
Diesel. The truckies here are going to picket or protest to have the diesel capped at 30 baht a litre.
Well, that's better than Australia, which is $1.60 at the moment.
But the government are calling out the army to move the trucks along, should they interfere with the government's running of the city. I think so. Go Hopping might have more on that. But yeah.
We have $1.90 here in casino. Johnny, $1.90 for Vortex. That's Caltex Vortex.
Yeah.
Premium diesel.
Yeah, premium.
Remember for the Australian gentleman here. Remember the big protest on the Razorback.
All the trucks.
Yeah, all the trucks pulled up to stop the country, and just said stuff. We're sick of just paying the government for shit roads, shit everything, and they just keep on wanting, and then the price of diesel overnight, they said, right, I will take that away. If that makes you happy, get going. And the price of diesel overnight doubled.
Yeah.
So the bastards have got, that it's not a give and take thing. It's just take. And it doesn't matter where we are in the world. It's the same bloody thing. It's the same. It's the ideology of it is the same.
Well, apparently,
what they do, John, they encourage everybody to convert over to LP gas. They talked everybody into it. As soon as they started to get a flow of LP gas, they put the fucking price up.
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, Steve. My Falcon is LPG factory fitted motor. There is nowhere now in casino. There were two when I moved up here in February of this year. There were two service stations selling it. They both shut down. They say it's not convenient. There's two in Lismore, one shutting down next week. The Greens, those homosexual tree-hugging motherfucking idiots, because that's all they are. They're a bunch of homo-fucking tree-huggers, have turned around and said that LPG gas is bad for the environment and it's affecting climate change. So LPG is being wiped out everywhere. I have to sell. I can't sell my car. I got no. I live in Casino. Lismore's 32 k's away. I have to drive 32 k's to fill my car up with LPG. Yeah. And that goes LPG down in Lismore soon. I'm not going to be able to do anything with my car.
I don't think
forget about LPG, mate. Those tree-hugging motherfucker homo-fucking Greens are responsible for that.
I don't think homosexuals hug trees. Homosexuals do something else.
I don't think the homosexuals have got anything to do with the problem because they seem to.
Come on, Bob.
No. Hang on. I don't think the homosexual part of the Greens have got a problem with methane because they keep on plugging it. But the whole part about it is the green movement. It's about time they pulled their heads out their asses and had a real look at it, because otherwise we'd be going back and living in fucking caves
So Jeff, are you voting for Adam Bant then in the next federal election? Don't answer that. I already know.
Up here, there's a guy. Oh, what's his name? Rogan or something. I can't think of his name, but my sister-in-law had a problem with the tax department, and it took 6 months for us to sort it out with the tax department. We got nowhere. We went down to his. He's a federal member for this area. I don't know what the name of the seat is, but his office is in Grafton. So we went down there. It's an hour's drive down the road down Summerlin Way. We were there for 15 minutes. He made one phone call, and the six bloody months of bullshit between us and the ATO, he fixed in one phone call.
Hey, go.
For him.
They do have a fascination with wood, though, my friend.
Oh,
they like a nice stiff woody. So,
but you know,
I'm surprised you missed that double entendre. Where are you?
All right, go hoppy. Australia's overrun by greenies.
If we had any sense, we would force Dick Smith at gunpoint to become Prime Minister. If we had any sense, we would put him in.
Go's on fucking Google doing Google searches.
I want to say one thing. I just want to tell Dom that I don't know if you saw my comment, but my goods sitting at the docks in Bangkok, and 5,000 baht for customs and excise. So pretty happy with that.
Okay.
You done well. You done well.
Did you address it to yourself?
Yes. No.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky you did that.
Of course,
they would have. Yeah.
He did not address anything to himself because he doesn't fucking live there. It's secondhand goods from I love Triangle, and they're just coming home.
I've got my first 90-day coming up next week.
Let us know where you go with that, Mark.
All right. Hopefully, I might have a new residence. We'll see. I think I'm due to go on the 3rd or the 4th of next week, and if we got the final inspection of the new house tomorrow, she might get the blue book by the end of the week, so I might be able to go in with the new residence. Otherwise, it'll be.
Have you bought a house yellow, Mark?
You'll get your yellow book, Mark. You'll get your yellow book. She gets the blue, you get the yellow.
Yeah. So bought a house, Steve. It was under construction, so she'd been looking at it for a little while. Yeah. So that's coming along for final inspection tomorrow, but we won't be moving in anytime soon.
Tell us about it.
Well, it comes with comes like they do. They don't have any built-in robes. They have the basic Thai kitchen, which is just a bench. So all that, even though it's brand new, is all getting ripped out. And $190 US it was, Andy. Had to pay in USD. So all that's coming out, and putting in a European-style kitchen. Putting in it needs a pergola out. It's already got a double carport, but putting a pergola out the back.
A pergola. A pergola,
mate. Pergola.
What about the veranda?
Don't forget, Mark, you got barbecues galore in Bangkok.
Yeah, so looking at
barbecue.
Looking at Waz's barbecue that he had there with a few locals. So there's a few bit. Well, in the end, another 600,000 baht we're spending on renovations to a brand new home. So there you go.
Well, that's normal. That is normal. But the whole part about it, I'd love a decent erection.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I love a good erection.
Really?
And apparently if I go to my local Greens MP, I'm guaranteed to get one.
And the other thing about it is the finish work on that erection, and that is paramount.
Johnny!
What?
Just hope it doesn't blow, though, Johnny.
Well, you've got to make sure your connection's correct.
Is there more bang for buck on your erections in Thailand?
Well, you don't want to misfire, that's for sure.
No.
Could be a nasty
no pre-ignition.
Well, I can do that, Dowlo. Maybe when I move in, I might be game enough to turn my camera back on. and show you
okay.
around.
There's barbecues
you get
galore.
that-
The Australian one is in Bangkok. You can look it up. I'll give it to you.
Did you
if
get
like.
that man, bro?
You can go there
Me
and you can get an Aussie
me and
barbecue.
Stubbsy and Dom, we sent you a man, bro. Did you get it yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, mate. No worries.
But
Did I get through to you, Mark? Over.
Yeah, I'm going to cut my breasts off and hand them over to my missus.
You know you're in trouble when your wife tells you to come on your own tits.
Oh,
That's a good one, Jeff. Is that a Kiwi thing, is it?
gee, maybe we should Miles movie.
Actually, I heard it in a skit on YouTube the other night. It was a British comedian. Yeah. You're in trouble when your wife tells you to come on your own tits.
Why is Velcro so popular in New Zealand?
Oh, stop it.
And gumboots. Don't forget the gumboots.
You gotta have the gumboots.
I was going to leave that to you.
You're better off doing it on a cliff, I imagine, wouldn't you? So they say.
Something galore in Bangkok, J or Q. Okay.
Well, put it this way, Go. I believe there's some hot stuff, and if you go to barbecues galore, you can fry it up the way you want it.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds pretty good.
Oh, mate.
I don't know.
No
Look, Mark,
innuendos,
why did
yeah.
you not buy a barbecue in Melbourne when you loaded up the container?
You know, I didn't.
You're
I
going
didn't
to have
have
to
a,
lift your game a bit, mate.
I didn't have a container. I had 1.4 cubic meters in the end.
Okay.
So, and whilst I had a barbecue there, I'm thinking, Christ, I've got enough shit that I'm taking over to Thailand. So anyway,
And the other part about it,
sitting on the dock of the bay at the moment.
the thing is, Mark, you would have had to clean it, and you didn't want to do that, so
No, I
you
wasn't
just
going to do that.
put it out the front and
Who
let
has a
somebody
clean
else take
barbecue?
it. Yeah,
Anyone with a clean barbecue is probably,
probably gay or something like that.
votes
Yeah.
votes the way
So was
that Jeff
gay
votes.
shitting pufters and oh my god.
That's one thing I love about living in the Philippines. It is a complete outdoor living. It is, I
Same
don't know how to
as Thailand, mate.
explain it. Everything is barbecue. I mean,
Yeah, it's the
you don't cook a baked dinner.
Yeah.
You don't cook a Sunday roast in the Philippines. You go out and you throw some shit on the barbecue outside.
The traditional,
with a beer.
traditional Thai house, Jeff, is the kitchen's outside.
Yeah. I mean, who the hell in Thailand on a Sunday cooks a roast dinner? I mean, come on, fair dinkum.
You'll probably
used
find
to.
Mark. You'll probably find
I got one
Mark,
going now.
You'll
Fair
probably find
dinkum.
Mark. Your missus will cook outside.
Yeah,
There's
she will.
no smell. There's no nothing. They hose it down when they're finished.
That's
You know,
right.
and
as
your
well.
missus at home. I mean, how many Asian women at home are going to sit down to a baked dinner? They want their rice and fish, mate, or fuck off.
That's right.
Oh, no, Jeff, you've got it wrong. You didn't train them right.
Yeah, that's right.
I did. Listen, mate, I swear black and blue. This is the absolute fact, and I'm not going to bloody alter this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, it's rice and fish. Absolutely, it's rice and fish. On Sunday,
I don't believe that.
I
don't believe that.
It's fish and
I
rice.
don't believe it. Because some days it's not always fish and rice. Some days it's rice and fish.
That's exactly what I'm saying, mate. I will not eat rice and fish 7 days a week. On at least one of those days, I want fish and rice.
I had som tam for lunch today.
Sometimes.
Som tam. No chicken. Chicken.
Sometimes is like a vegetable salad with a shitload of bloody chili in it and
Chili in it.
it's smashed up and it's bastardized and it's given a fucking flogging and
Don't forget the little black crabs. You got to have them in there.
oh yeah, it's got some crunch and some bite and some whatever and
I hate it.
you fart and burp and
So
whatever.
what's
and
the name of it again?
Som tam.
sometime.
Yeah, well, some come quickly
Thai
and
women,
some come lately.
That's why they call it Bangkok.
Does some come with a white
They've
sauce?
got
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The only thing that comes with it is maybe a bit of fish sauce, bit of salt. The salt's always there to help with the grinding, but a bit of fish sauce, maybe a bit of soy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And a bit of magic goes in, you know.
I put a little bit I put extra chili sauce on mine.
Yeah. No, I suppose,
some like it hot.
Folks,
some like it hot, Mark.
Well, the one thing I never cook a baked dinner in the Philippines is I can't find a butcher over there that can sell you a leg of pork or a leg of lamb or a side of beef anyway. I mean, you can buy chicken anywhere. You can roast a chicken, yeah, sure.
Oh, Jeff, when you're in Thailand, there's pigs everywhere. There's just pig city, right? They're all eating pork. You reckon you can buy a fucking a chop? No fucking
no.
way.
So let me just say, I was down at Macro during the week, and I wanted to grab some actual like porterhouse or T-bone steaks. Couldn't find them because they're all even in the. You get a lot of Australian and New Zealand meat at Macro, but it's all been cut. It's all been cut thin for the restaurant trade here. When you go and cook it yourself. But to answer Jeff, I can get a leg of. There was frozen legs of lamb, a frozen butt of beef, and a frozen hind quarter pork there as well.
And how much you paying? Through your nose or what?
No. Actually, it wasn't all that expensive. It worked
compatible prices.
It worked out to be about for the lamb. It worked out to be about 45 Australian dollars a kilo, $40 a kilo, and it was about a 2.2 kilo leg of lamb. So I thought, really, wasn't
compatible.
Too bad. That wasn't too bad.
Did you have it with rice?
No, well, I didn't buy it because I can't. I've got nowhere to. We haven't got an oven. The only thing that we got to roast things at the moment is a bloody air fryer. And that ain't going to squeeze in 2.5 kilos of a leg of lamb in there. Oh, yeah. But I am disappointed that I can't buy, like porterhouse. The only steak that they were selling was like blade steak, chump steak.
Shit.
All the shit that you throw on a barbecue.
Go, Hoppy. I've forgotten. What's that name of that restaurant sells all your European stuff? What's the name of it again? Oh, shit.
I always forget as well.
What you hunt?
You can buy your porterhouses. You can buy your porterhouses. Everything there. They're pretty expensive though.
You can get them
from Australia.
Every
porterhouse. You're not wrong.
Every second bar every second restaurant in Pattaya too. That's a Farang restaurant. You can get porterhouse, either Argentinian, New Zealand, or Australian beef. So I just thought I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple of porterhouses for dinner that night. But you couldn't find them. As I said, the only steak that they had that was the same shape was either as I said, blade steak. Maybe
it'd be buffalo.
What's that other cut near the rump? Whatever it was, I forgot.
You got to be careful. Listen, when you take it home, make sure you keep your eye on it, Mark. Because they'll get it and chop it into little pieces and put twice with it.
At top.
I got a beautiful piece of steak, took it home, she grabbed it, chop. Everybody ate it.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot you guys to tears. My missus has started working at the local meatworks. There's like 1,500 employees there. Remember, Casino is the beef capital of New South Wales, right? And every couple of weeks, they get the opportunity to buy export meat. They call it Wagyu. The meat is called Wagyu, and that is the top cut of meat you can buy in Australia, but it normally gets exported. Well, because she works at the meatworks where they do it, every couple of weeks we get, I'm not sure how much it is. I think it's 10 kilo pack. It's $100. And we get one every couple of weeks now.
Jeff, I've had Wagyu beef, right? And you give me a decent piece of Scotch fillet, and if I served you up Scotch fillet and I served you up Wagyu beef, I reckon you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. Andy,
to be honest,
Macro is the equivalent of Costco over here, and thank you, Dowlo. We haven't actually got a Tops close to where I am, but where we're moving to, there's a Robinsons and Tops across the road, so I'll definitely be checking them out. So thanks very much for that.
Mark, I'll give you a tip. If you're buying legs of lamb, if you see a love bite on it, it comes from New Zealand. If it's just a plain red stamp, it comes from Australia.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, mate.
I think it's called Tops Supermarket. Mark, go there, you'll get your steaks.
Yeah, Tops. I've seen them, but as I said, we haven't. We've got Tesco Lotus around the corner from here. We've got Macro
well,
up the top.
Tesco got them too, but not as good a cut.
Not the porterhouses. I've had a bit of a look. So
Tops is
There's
best.
if you get a good,
will
if you have a good look at your rump, if you have a good look at your rumps and the thicker cut rump, and you look at the sinew in it and shit like that, it'll pull up better than bloody porterhouse.
These
It'll
steaks,
cost you about $30 for a little steak, Mark.
these are all quarter of an inch thick, right? I have that on my
fuck
bacon.
that. That's a schnitzel. That's a schnitzel.
That's a
No,
schnitzels.
Tops will cut it for you.
Well, all right. I'll double. I will check that, Steve. Thanks. But no, we are going to a Tops. We're going opposite a Tops when we move in January. So.
Stephen, you asked me what was the name of that place that imports a lot of foreign food, and I keep on forgetting. It's called Villa Market.
That's it. Yep, Villa or Tops. Villa's got the best steaks.
Villa Market.
That's it. Villa Market. Look for Villa
They're
Market.
They're in the main. The main areas where there's foreigners.
Yep. And you might get
You
your
won't find
there's a
Tops or Villa
supermarket
Market
in
anywhere where
Pattaya.
there's Thais.
They've got all the Australian stuff and they've got Vegemite, everything in there.
I agree, Dale.
What's the name of it? Might be Tops,
There was an
actually.
ad on TV tonight earlier from IGA Supermarket, and it just, you know how they show you vegetables and fruit and meat and all that sort of stuff, and it showed you this big picture of a T-bone steak at an absolute bargain, rock bottom Christmas steel price of $38 a kilo, and I thought,
oh shit,
fuck, because my missus does the shopping. I haven't been into a supermarket grocery shopping for ages. So T-bone steak, ordinary shit T-bone steak, you know, $38 a kilo on special, and I thought to myself, fuck me. And then there was a news item on Channel 9 News today. Now, if you go into Google, and because I read it online, I just read it, and you just go 9 News, and you can click on. And there was an item on there that said that red meat in Australia is going to skyrocket in price over the coming months. So, but why? Why? Because
going to
they're
China,
dumb, and because the cricket will be on and the tennis will be on, and these bastards in Canberra know that, and will whinge and bitch and complain for a couple of days, and we'll say, oh, somebody else will take care of it, but the cricket's on, or I got to take Johnny to tennis. It's a nice day outside. They use our Aussie-ness against us to screw us. Like we were talking about the price of petrol before. Nobody said a fucking word, and nobody will, because, oh, fuck the weather, you know, I can't be bothered. Somebody else will take care of it, you know. They use our laid-back style. We'll whinge about it and moan about it, but will we do anything? Will anybody pick up the phone and call their local MP? No.
He's got me blocked.
Only a wuss does that, right? And that they screw us and rip us off and treat us like fucking idiots and charge us through our nose because they know that we're going to do nothing about it.
Darlow, you're wrong.
You reckon?
No, Darlow, Scotch fillet is the best. The wrong thing about eye fillet's the best. It's right down the backbone. And that is the duck's guts, the bee's knees, the fucking that's the best part of any of it.
I like a bit of marbling in my meat.
Oh look,
what do you reckon
I've got my marble bag, and I'll send me marble bag over to you, Mark. Maybe I've had it since I was a fucking kid.
Every woman that goes to the morgue after she's dead, they should cut her pussy lips off. They should put them in the supermarket. I'll be every bloke under the sun to buy pussy lips.
Actually, Jeff, that is not silly. The local abattoirs out here had a contract for basically the female cattle, and they said the way they wanted the arse end of them, but not the arsehole, but the pussy fucking thingo, how they wanted it processed. And that was actually being sold and shipped to the Emirates and stuff like that for more money than we would pay here for fillet steak.
Good God. Good
So,
God.
does that say they're a pack of cunts or what?
Where do you get this information? off the underside of bloody Carlton draft bottle caps or what?
No, Mark. I used to spend a lot of time, and I still have a lot to do with my mates that work in the abattoir industry.
Right. Okay. Well,
Because one bloke went from processing tripe to, well, basically doing
Processing
along the
arseholes.
lines of cow pussy.
Okay, righto. There we go. There you go, children. There's your lesson on cattle anatomy for this Sunday night. Tune in next week. Tune in next week to Johnny's recipes for pizzles. He's got a beautiful
when
pizzle.
Johnny was talking,
Should you? And
Johnny
mountain
mentioned processing.
oysters.
Yeah, processing tripe. I thought he was talking about his local politician. Isn't that what they do? Process tripe?
Only green.
Our politician, our local politician, I don't know why he's there, but he actually appeared in Jurassic Park.
As
Go on. Suspense is killing me.
Nothing much has changed.
Oh.
But we're not getting into that.
So what'd you do to your arm, you silly old bugger?
I nailed a paling on.
With your arm?
No, on the fence. On the fence.
Paling.
All right, just shut up and fucking listen.
With the nail gun straight through the paling into your arm?
No. Neighbours are brilliant bloke, shared fence, the whole lot. I'm putting the fence up. All right, so I'll nail them and up in this one bastard corner, and I thought, well, I may as well start there. Anyhow, under a tree, and he trimmed it back, and he cut off some of the smaller limbs, and there was a little limb that he cut with a secateurs or whatever, about 1/4 inch round, and it wasn't right against the trunk. It stuck out a little bit. Anyhow, I got the nail gun, and there's always a bit of recoil, and straight back into the vein, fucking on that fucking branch. Pulled my arm off it and went, fuck, squirt.
Ouch.
And just sat down, put my thumb over it, went back to my bloody car and got a bit of kitchen towel and put over it and put some pressure on it.
Johnny, are you sure it was the nail gun that did the squirt, or was it a monkey in the tree?
No, there was no monkey in the tree.
In the tree.
Anyhow,
Johnny the man they couldn't shoot, root, or electrocute.
Well, the one thing about it, Mark, is I just did the normal thing, pressure on it, the whole lot of it, and it stopped squirting and just started leaking, and then just kept a bit of pressure on it. And
super glue on a staple gun, and you're right as rain, mate.
No, I wasn't going to staple the fucking thing, but anyhow, put a bit of pressure on it, and it slowed down, and the whole part about it was, with that bit of kitchen towel and some duct tape, fucking brilliant, mate.
Yep.
And
Johnny,
then pulled that off.
How far away were you from, like, when you said, you were out there, you had to go back to your truck, like, were you a fair way out somewhere? Were you away from, like, any kind of help or something?
No, 50 metres.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's when you said you went back out to your truck. I wonder.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jeff was impaled. Yeah, big deal. Fuck it. All right, shit happens. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Johnny's getting wider and wider.
Pressure on it, and that'll stop the bastard from squirting. I went,
so what happened in the end? Did you get stitches or anything like that?
No, I used a fucking cigarette lighter in the car straight on.
No. We did what any farmer would do. Pissed on it.
Working. It was getting wider and wider. I rang him up. You look really white. Oh, yeah, I cut myself. I better go to the hospital.
No, I didn't go to hospital. I just got it under control a bit, and the wife bought me up some stuff, and for a more professional job, and I just kept on nailing panels on for another 5 fucking hours.
Oh wow! Mm.
I was 15 k's offshore from Bermagui and had a 9.0 hook straight through my fucking palm one day.
Ooh, wow!
That's okay. You just cut the
that's,
eye end up and pull it through.
I did in the end, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before, Mark. That's not nice, is
But
it?
I tell you what, it's a little bit dicey on the palm as someone's trying to. The thickness of a 9.0 stainless steel hook, it took a fair bit of cutting power from my mate to try to cut through it.
Should have heard this one, Mark. I used to live at Point Cook on the beach there, and we went out fishing. You put your fishing rods up against the wall and you go inside. You might forget about them for a little while and come back. Here's a fucking wild cat's fucking gone for a little bit of a bite, and it's hooked itself. How the fucking hell do you get it out of a wild cat?
You don't. You throw that back in and go.
It wanted to kill everything.
You go shark fishing with that.
All right, chaps. It's been 15 minutes since she's last eaten, so she's hungry again.
Yeah. All right.
Right. No. 15 minutes since she last grazed.
So got to go and feed the missus, otherwise I won't get fed. That's the
Thai
rule.
women graze. You got to understand.
Thanks for coming on, Mark.
No worries.
Always good to have a chat, mate.
All right.
They've got hollow legs.
Yeah,
might see you tomorrow night because I'm actually going to do a stream tomorrow night because I've neglected my own stuff a little bit. What time? Around 8.
8 Australian time.
Yeah. I'm going to call the stream a can and solve the world's problems.
All right, I can help you. With that.
Johnny, put a link up to it now while everybody's here.
Yeah. That's 4 o'clock my time. I will definitely try to make sure I'm home. As I said, we're going. She's got her first prick coming tomorrow. So
another one.
see what time that comes home. What time we get home. So, all right, guys. As always, Jeff, Steve, Johnny, go.
Thanks for coming on, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Catch you, mate. You take it easy.
Anyone else that's still hanging around in the chat, I can't see how many's in there, but sayonara or lagon, as we say. Bye.
See you, Mark.
See you, mate.
Well, listen, guys. Next Sunday when you come on, I'm probably going to be in jail.
All right.
Fair enough. As you had a front life.
Yeah.
Can you play guitar?
No, Boss Hog in the Philippines has encouraged his entire viewership to have me arrested and jailed for being a tax fraud, a cheat, and a fraudster for creating fake invoices and avoiding paying my GST on my $1,000 car repair bill. So he's asked his entire channel, and he's made all these massive allegations all over the internet that I'm a tax cheat and a fraud, that the workshop that I work with create false documents to give to the tax department, that I don't pay my GST. And he's encouraged all his viewers to write, and he's even given them the ATO's address, www.ato.gov.au. He's gone online and called me all these names, a criminal, everything else, and that he has got the Philippines government and the Australian government are going to come at me like a train wreck coming at me downhill to arrest me and have me put in prison for being this conspirator, fraudster. So next Sunday, guys, I'm probably not going to be here.
Jeff,
you can live stream from jail, right?
Jeff, I honestly think that Go, what are you stuffing in your?
I got a fucking beautiful shot before. You reckon Niall's video is bad? Why do you get a load of this? You're gonna have a dick in your mouth.
Go's got no self-respect. Jeff, as we know, the large blowhard from the Americas is nothing but smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And I will give him 10 out of 10 for his viewership and supportership of what kind of nuffs or dumbasses or whatever are on YouTube.
I can't figure it, Johnny.
We like to put out a stream that's got a bit of humour, a bit of fact, a bit of whatever. It's all about, we enjoy it, the people enjoy it. These people that are blowhards, that are just scammers, that are just out and out low lives, they get more support than the people, just trying to do the right thing. And I've wondered about that for years. I thought, well, if you're just a compulsive liar, a piece of shit, a total loser, you get onto YouTube and say, hallelujah, brothers and sisters. All of a sudden you've got a viewership that you may as well walk them into the bloody death bits of Satan or some fucking thing, for Christ's sake.
Well, listen to this, mate. This is absolute truth of the matter. Now, being Aussies, if we turned around and we said we're fucking off out of Aussie and we're going over to another country because everybody in Aussie is a fucking bogan, a dirt poor fucking, hobo motherfucker, and they're all a bunch of fucking idiots, and Australia's a cunt of a place, and I don't want to fucking be there because it's full of you fucking wankers, and you open a YouTube channel, how many people from that country do you think would tune into you when you're constantly telling that? Now, this is what Boss Hog has done. He came out not long ago and he said, the reason I've moved to the Philippines is because for the last 10 years of my life, I've realized that I think different to everybody else there. They don't think like me. And he said, I've come to realize that everybody in America was nothing but a complainer, a whiner, and a spoilt brat. And then he turned around and he said, it's not America anymore, it's Stupidville. So I left Stupidville and I left the whiners, complainers, and spoilt brats there because that's my opinion of the United States. But in the meantime, I'm e-begging you for money to support me and my lifestyle in the Philippines. And they do. How fucking moronic can you be to be told you're a whiner, you're a complainer, you're a spoilt brat from Stupidville, and you still hand them money?
They are, Jeff. Dallo's in. He's going to tune in. Just call it, I'm fucking out of here. They're a pack of fucking idiots.
There's your first subscriber. Look, there's
Well, I can't see the chat. I've only got private chat box up here and it's empty. I don't know.
Go. Can you type in when you're doing your Google total fucktard or brain dead idiot? And see what it comes up with.
Up the top comments. Up the top.
Yeah, this happens every time I come in, Johnny. I can never see the chat. I've only got private chat. I haven't got the chat.
No, you've got to go up to the top right-hand corner on the right-hand column and click comments.
I haven't got it. That's not here. All I've got is login, sign up free, private chat. I haven't got comments.
It could be a tab across the top of it.
There should be it should be.
It's not. There's nothing. Oh, well. It's just got private chat. I'm serious. There's nothing there.
Oh,
just private chat.
You're not logged in, Jeff. I've got the same. But
you've got the poverty pack. You've got the poverty pack fucking model. Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I look at everything, but
when I first came in this evening and said hello before you brought me into the stream, I had the chat box. As soon as you accepted me onto the panel, I get this private chat. I can't get the live chat.
Have you got a go hobby? No.
I don't have it either. It says I'm not logged in. If I log in, I'll probably get it.
Oh.
I'm not logged in.
What do you do to log in? Okay, I'm going to hit log.
I don't know. Where did Jeff go?
He's logging in.
Jeff, you booted yourself, Jeff.
What do you want to do, John? You want to close it down or keep going?
Oh, look, I think we've had a good stream, and thanks everybody for coming on, and thank you for your continued support. Come and support me tomorrow night, and we'll try and solve the problems in the world.
Should we wait for Jeff to come back and log in?
Where?
Should we wait for Jeff to log in first?
Do it again.
Joe Ford, how you going?
Joe Ford. Oh, she's a blast from the past.
Yeah, we haven't seen Joe for a while.
Also, you got Global FM, which is changed its direction just recently. There's the link there if you want to go over there and have a look at that. You'll see me and Johnny over there every now and then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Black hats. Yeah, that's it, Dowley. Yeah, the good guys wore the white hats and the bad guys wore the black hats.
He's playing himself to pieces, mate.
I think Jeff's been playing. He's playing with the buttons and he's blown himself up. He forgot the timer. Come on.
I'll catch us all next week. Sorry, mate, go on.
What's this Global FM's new direction you're talking about? They're going in a new direction.
Global FM is a common chat. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not directed at. Travel, a bit of whatever, any subject, whatever within feasibility. It's a general chat. It's like going to the pub have a beer with your mates.
All right.
Yeah. That's what the channel's about. Good channel. Stephen and I go over there just for general chat.
It's run by a couple of people, me and Johnny included. We just go when we want to. It's on 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
There's some interesting people get on there. Some dickheads get on there and just avoid the dickheads.
The general idea is it's like having a chat with your mates. And that's
probably more pub talk type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch us all next week. Bye now.
Cheers.
All right. Good night, everybody.